Hello everybody, welcome back to Stop Confusion Animations. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to be covering demand characteristics. So first off, what's it all about? Well, at its base, it's how subjects in an experiment make guesses about its purpose. Or in other words, how to be a normal or good subject. The perfect subject, even. In short, it's what subjects think it's all about. Because isn't the experiment really all about the subjects? Of course it is. The demand characteristic set of an experiment majorly depends on the subject's perception of it, meaning that the cues they pick up affect their behavior. This is kind of bad, because it skews the results, since people are active, motivated, and sentient, not passively responsive to stimuli like most animals. To counteract this, experimenters often try to use deception. So, what makes subjects try to change their behavior? It's really all about past experience. People can reflect on things they've seen before to make guesses about what's expected. Then they behave a certain way, depending on how they think they should be acting. This is because subjects want to contribute to science! So they want to make good data. For science! And if a subject feels like they're being evaluated, they have to look good, right? Obviously. Quote-unquote good data could mean the right responses, intelligent responses, normal responses, responses that are in keeping with their own self-image, and overall basically stuff they think the experimenter is looking for. So usually experimental tasks are vague enough so that subjects can't tell what the deal is, or how to look good to the experimenter. And now that the subjects don't feel challenged, let the love for science commence! But wait, before we go any further, all experiments have demand characteristics. I don't care how perfect you think your experiment is, it's going to have demand characteristics. Because your subjects are capable of thinking. Okay, so the main psychologist who developed this term is named Martin Ornay, and he came up with this thing called Quasi Controls, which are basically ways to help us detect demand characteristics. We have the non-experiment, the post-experimental inquiry, manipulation of hypothesized demand cues, and hetero method replication. Alright, that's a lot of jargon. So let's break it down a little bit, shall we? A non-experiment is basically a role play, or a practice run of an experiment, where a group of hypothetical subjects runs through it without actually doing it. This gives the experimenters a sort of rough draft or template of potential demand characteristics to look out for. A post-experimental inquiry means what it says. It's essentially a reaction Q&A. So, the subjects did the thing, now let's talk about the thing and see what they thought about the thing. The manipulation of hypothesized demand cues is pretty self-explanatory. We set up a control group, bring in an unaware experimenter, everything works out fabulously. And last but not least, hetero method replication is an experimenter's way of double-checking their work. And what's the surefire way to know if you did it right? Do it again! You might change up the setup a bit with the same goal, and there you go, direct confirmation. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time with another Stop Confusion short.